Now, I'm sure you're all familiar with this little tiny Chinese steam engine that was very kindly donated to my channel by Microcosm. Now, I love this thing. I did a couple of videos on it. When I first got it, I couldn't get it to run on Steam, if you remember, but it ran fine on air. Then I did a little bit of fiddling around with it, and it now runs absolutely fine on fairly low pressure steam. Well, if you know anything at all about these engines, you know there's a whole range of these little tiny engines made in China, and they're fantastic little things. Now, a while ago, my friend Rob over on his Zanudo channel, he did a review of, I think it was the M81, which is a little tiny miniature beam engine which came with its own boiler and everything, and these come up on eBay from time to time, as do just the engines themselves, and they normally sell on eBay for about 80 to 90 pounds. Well, this little bugger came up and it was for auction, very, very low starting price, and I watched it and put a bid on it and put another bid on it, managed to get the thing including shipping for 30 quid, which I was well chuffed with. Now, as far as I can tell, this is exactly the same engine as is on Rob's M88, although this is prefixed M81, and I just think it is identical. It's the identical engine, it's just that it doesn't come with a boiler. You just get the engine. Now, it's quite difficult to get it to stand up without any kind of a base on it, so I've screwed it to this little tiny bit of plywood just so that we can get it stood up, and I can take some video of it. So yeah, so we're gonna oil this one up, and I'll try it on a bit of puff to start with from the old air compressor, see whether we can get it running. I also want to put it on a nice base like the first one that I had, and I've got plenty of home cast aluminium for that now, so we'll make up a nice aluminium base for it. But yeah, I'm very pleased to have this. I think these are marvels of engineering. I mean, obviously it's all CNC done, but still, it's a fantastic bit of kit, little tiny beam engine. So yes, we'll get it on a base, and then we'll get it connected up to some air to start with. Well, I've got the base made up for the little micro beam engine. I'll put my home cast aluminium there, and I think it's going to be ideal. It certainly worked. I used exactly the same kind of base for the first micro steam engine that I got, that was the donation from Microcosm, and that worked really well. A block of aluminium that size is actually quite heavy, so it provides quite a stable base for that. So next up then is we'll try running it on compressed air first. I'm going to try it with canned air first, because I don't think it requires an awful lot of puff to get it going. So we'll try canned air, and that's a lot quieter than trying to run my compressor. For those who might be interested, as I said, the base was made out of some of my home cast aluminium. Starts life as these extruded aluminium offcuts, so I get it in long lengths and cut it down. Then it gets melted in my beer keg furnace. High-tech mould, that's a tuna tin can, and that's ideal because it's already got batten draft built into it. The sides are actually fractionally sloping, perfect. And then that's what you get out of the tuna tin mould, basically an aluminium muffin, and that's what you can make out of it. I mean, you can make almost anything out of it, but as I said, it turns out to be pretty good quality aluminium. You do get the odd conclusion, I freely admit that, but for what I use it for, it's ideal. Right, let's get on and try and run this little thing. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Difficult to regulate the pressure, but very definitely no problem with that. That's running absolutely fine. Let me turn it around so you can see it from the other side. Okay, from the other side. Oh, it all started the last time, didn't it? Not going to do it this time. I'm getting low on gas, I think, low on air. There we go. Isn't that superb? Amazing. Well, hopefully we won't have any trouble running on steam, but that will be the next thing. What an amazing little thing. These are incredible. I know they're CNC machine, but I still think these things are amazing. Right, let's get it running on steam. Standard setup with my test boiler. That should provide more than enough steam, hopefully. So let's open the... Oh, that looked hopeful. Well, maybe we're not quite there yet. We'll give it a little bit longer. Well, I think we're about there now. Yes, there we go. Lovely. Really quiet too. What a lovely little engine. Interesting that we didn't have the problems with this one that we did with the little tiny one I got from Microcosm. Obviously we got that running on steam eventually, but let's just move in on that because it really is nice. Isn't that lovely? Just purrs. That is just amazing. I love these little engines, they're fantastic. Let's swing it round so you can see it from the other side. There we go. Lovely, lovely little engine. And the fact that you can get it to run nice and slowly as well is fantastic. What a great little engine. Yeah, I'm well impressed with that. Very, very nice. Smooth runner. Well, there you go. I think that about covers it for the little M81 micro beam engine. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching. Cheers.